All right, this is a comment from Swole Fam from Lee, and he says, well, it's been a crazy journey. I can't wait for what is next. About 2 years ago, some of you know I was 270 pounds at 6'3". I couldn't walk upstairs without severe pain, and what felt like an oncoming heart attack, I dreaded having to stand up out of a chair or worse, a couch. I was in medications for heartburn, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and my doctor was starting to talk to me about type 2 diabetes. I know Papa Swolio, says fuck your New Year's resolutions, but making these life changes was exactly what I did. 2018, New Year's, I made the decision to change. I had no idea how to at the time, and made a lot of mistakes. But over the last 2 years, I didn't do anything crazy. I just changed up basic life choices and hit the gym regularly. Listening to Papa in my ear holes and avoided that dirty AIDS dick as much as I could. My man. I have found a new weight at 210 to 215 pounds, no medications. I feel better than I have since I was a kid. For those of you who are just starting this journey, my advice is baby steps. Take small, critical changes over time, and it is much easier to maintain. Here are some before and afters. I'm not going to show the before and after, but let's just read the last part. Very humbling post. Thanks, Papa Swolio. I am a father of 2, and I used to cry at night thinking how I wasn't going to see them grow up because of the choices I was making. And you calling me out daily and taking shit on my excuses has been painful but so necessary. Keep doing what you're doing. And that, my friends, my fam, is a reason, the only reason needed, and the reason that we are on episode 1334 every single, that's why we are here today. And just from like a little perspective standpoint, I've done I've done content about bricklaying, laying your bricks daily, every day, laying a brick, laying a brick, laying a brick, laying a brick. And you're not going to have a brick house or a brick wall if you don't lay each one. And if you don't lay each one, you're going to have a pretty shitty wall. You're going to have a pretty faulty wall. It's going to come down. Someone can break through it because the stability isn't there. Now, when you think about that, how strong is a wall? What if you're missing one brick? Extremely vulnerable. It's a lot more vulnerable with even one brick missing. So when I think of episode 1334, I think of 1,334 individual bricks. So you have a big wall. You have a big wall with 1,334 bricks. Then you take out one of those. What if one of those bricks was episode 32? That's at the bottom. Episode 5, episode 11, episode 14. Any one of those first initial bricks, think about that. That's the base of the wall. You get rid of a couple of those, you're going to have a lot of fucking problems. If not now, in the near future. And I'm not saying that if you take a brick out, some of you are going to be like, well, I've seen walls with bricks missing. The whole point is your chain. If you have a chain, it's only as strong as the weakest link. If you have 8 chain links, and one of them is wood, I don't care if the other ones are made of the strongest metal, the strongest alloy, it's going to break. That wood one's going to break when that one has maxed out. So a chain, a team, a family, a community is only as strong as its weakest link. So it's not about pushing people down. It's not about writing people off. It's not about telling people what to do. It's about guiding people on how to build and take action and create those incentives for themselves. If I'm just sitting here being one of those, motivational speakers, rah, rah, you can fucking do it. You get amped, you go to the gym, and then you don't watch my content, or you just go for one day and then you don't go for 2 weeks, but then you watch another video, you get amped up, you go for 3 days. That doesn't get you results. That gets you a couple good workouts. But if we talk about the issues that are really pending, that are really the biggest game changer, that are really the foundation or that center point of where your mindset comes from, where your consistency potentially could stem from, where what holds you back stems from, right? Meditation gets you fucking going through that shit inside. Being more mindful, examining your thoughts and your life gets you digging through your fucking trash, whatever your parents did to you when you were younger, right? Psychologically, all these reasons why we act a certain way where we don't realize, oh, that's why we're like this, because I grew up thinking this, or I always felt like this when I was younger. There's always those things, all right? We all have dirty laundry. We all have skeletons in our closet, and not so much skeletons like, hey, I murdered someone a long time ago. I mean skeletons meaning shit that we've never dealt with and triggers that we've never addressed because we don't observe our actions. We don't take responsibility and separate responsibility and realize that we can manipulate, change, mold. Humans, we don't change fundamentally. We do, but we don't. However, if you're consistently examining and you're more mindful, you can curb, you can mold, you can kind of soften and readjust and get some better perspectives. And it's really one thing that I've learned, if not more so in 2019 than even 2018 and 2017. It's like in 2019, one of the things I've even learned more about is just how much more important the mental game is than the physical, even for physical training. Always been talking about how the psychological game, it's all about consistency. It's great if you have a nutrition program. It's great if you have a training program. It's great if you have a community. It's great if you have a family. It's great if you have meditation and your recovery practice. It's great if you have all those things. The 7 pillars of Swolenormous: community, aka family, but the people you surround yourself with, your inner circle; nutrition, the right fuel; training, experience, volume, frequency, time; recovery, right? Active recovery, filling up your cup. We have mobility, yoga, moving like a human being; mindfulness. Are you examining your life? Are you paying attention? Are you observing and working to just observe? Are you being more of a are you being more of a passenger in the best sense? And then discipline and consistency. Those are the 7 pillars. So if you have the first 6, if you have community, you have nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, and mindfulness, but you don't have consistency, you don't have that discipline, you don't have that every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, then what really are you building upon? What bricks are you laying if you're not laying them every day? What bricks are you laying? How strong is your structure? How strong is your wall? What are you really trying to create? How strong is it if you're not doing it daily? Really? Even though 3 times a week is consistent, if you do 3 times every week, it's consistent. It's 3 times a week. Repeat 3 times a week. That's consistent. It's consistently 3 times a week. You know what it also is? It's consistently like 35% of the time. It's consistency, not consistent, or it's consistently inconsistent. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're not doing it every day, you're not getting results. That doesn't mean lift every day. That doesn't mean do yoga every single day. You can, but I mean, of course you could lift every day. Depends on what you're doing and how much, but it doesn't mean that you should do it every day. It just means that consistency means more than just one thing. It doesn't mean training every day. Okay. It's not just eating the right fuel every day. It's not just being mindful every day. It's not just moving properly and focusing on your mobility and recovery every day. It's not just surrounding yourself with people. It's doing that, all of that every day. And that can be very, very, very overwhelming for people because it sounds like a lot. It really does. And it is. And it is. Literally just went through pretty much everything that you would go through in your life. Who you spend your time with, what kind of exercise and physical activity you're doing, what you're eating, are you recovering? Do you practice yoga? What's going on in your head? What are you doing every day? Like that's a lot to think about. That's a lot. You could get overwhelmed. Oh my God, where do I start? So you start today, right? You start now. And now just so happens to be the public New Year's Eve, but now is as arbitrary as now in 5 minutes or now tomorrow. Do it now. Do it now, gal. What you waiting for? Fucking do it. Fucking do it, you baby. So it's time to do it. It's time to make those changes. Okay? It's time to make those changes. It's time to get shit done. It's time to get started. Stop slacking. Stop slacking. Thanks for watching, fam. Make sure to subscribe to the Daily Swole podcast on YouTube so you can catch the live streams every single day.